Imagine this Earth is just a tiny in the endless cosmos. There are billions of galaxies in the universe, and each of them contains billions of stars. In our own galaxy, the Milky Way, there could be hundreds of billions of planets. And many of them may be similar to Earth. Scientists have already discovered thousands of exoplanets, worlds beyond our solar system. Some of them are located in the so-called habitable zone, where temperatures may allow liquid water to exist and therefore possibly life as well. And this leads to the biggest question: if the universe is so enormous, why hasn't humanity met anyone yet? This mystery is known as the Fermi paradox. The idea is simple: the probability of other civilizations existing seems incredibly high, yet we still have no proof of them. But there is a theory that advanced civilizations may intentionally avoid contact with us. Perhaps, to them, humanity is simply too young as a civilization, like an isolated tribe compared to the modern world. But what if they already know about us? Watching from afar, studying our wars, our technologies, the development of artificial intelligence, waiting for the moment humanity becomes advanced enough for first contact. And perhaps, right now, somewhere in the depths of space, someone is looking at Earth the same way we look at distant stars. If humanity has existed as an advanced civilization for only a few thousand years, then somewhere in the universe there may be beings millions or even billions of years ahead of us. To them, our technology could look as primitive as a stone axe next to a modern computer. Scientists describe levels of civilization development through the Kardashev scale. A Type 1 civilization can harness all the energy of its planet. A Type 2 civilization can use the energy of an entire star. And a Type 3 civilization can control the energy of an entire galaxy. Imagine technologies powerful enough to build gigantic structures around stars, travel between galaxies, create artificial worlds, manipulate time, matter, or even consciousness itself. Some scientists suggest the existence of a Dyson sphere, a massive structure surrounding a star and collecting almost all of its energy. To humanity, it sounds like science fiction, but for a super-advanced civilization, it could be ordinary technology. But the strangest possibility is this: if such civilizations truly exist, they may no longer even resemble living beings. They could have merged their consciousness with machines, become digital life forms, or exist in dimensions humans cannot even comprehend. And that raises another question. If they are that advanced, have they already noticed us long ago? What if humanity has already been under observation for a very long time? We constantly search the cosmos for signals, but perhaps the problem is not that nobody is answering, but that someone is silently watching us. Every year, astronomers detect strange signals and objects whose origins cannot be fully explained. One of the most famous examples is the WOW signal. The signal lasted only 72 seconds, but it was so unusual that the scientist who discovered it wrote one word on the printout: WOW. Later, the mysterious object Oumuamua appeared, arriving from another star system. Its strange shape and behavior sparked dozens of theories, from a rare asteroid to a possible artificial probe. But there is an even more disturbing idea. Perhaps highly advanced civilizations intentionally hide their presence. Some compare it to wildlife observation. Scientists study animals without interfering in their lives. And if humanity is just a young civilization to them, they may simply be waiting for the moment when humans stop destroying each other, learn to control their technologies, leave the boundaries of their planet, or create artificial intelligence capable of changing history itself. And perhaps somewhere far away, there already exists a civilization that knows everything about Earth. Our wars, our discoveries, our fears. But humanity may still not be ready to hear an answer from the darkness of space. If super-advanced civilizations truly exist and are watching Earth, then the most frightening question becomes, what exactly are they waiting for? Perhaps humanity is still at a very early stage of development in their eyes. We have created technologies capable of changing the world. Yet, we still haven't learned how to live without war, fear, and conflict over resources. Maybe contact is impossible until a civilization passes a certain stage of maturity. Some theories suggest that intelligent species in the universe face a kind of test, a challenge that determines whether a civilization survives or destroys itself. This idea is known as the Great Filter, and humanity may be standing directly in front of that filter right now. Artificial intelligence, nuclear weapons, climate change, technologies evolving faster than humans can adapt to them. Perhaps these are the moments when civilizations either rise to a new level or disappear forever. There is another theory. Advanced beings may be waiting for humanity to move beyond Earth, for us to become an interplanetary civilization, to colonize other worlds and truly become part of the cosmos instead of mere observers. Or maybe they are waiting not for technology, but for something greater. The moment humanity learns to unite, when people stop dividing each other by countries, languages, and ideologies, when civilization on Earth becomes one single species, and then, perhaps for the first time in human history, someone will answer us from the depths of the universe. Now imagine a moment that changes human history forever. One day, astronomers receive a signal, not random noise from space, but a clear message impossible to explain through natural phenomena. And in that moment, the world would never be the same again. The first thing that would begin is global panic mixed with overwhelming curiosity. Governments would try to hide the information, scientists would struggle to decode the message, and billions of people across the planet would realize for the first time humanity is not alone. But the biggest question would not be whether they exist. It would be, why did they choose to contact us now? Perhaps the contact would be peaceful. A super-advanced civilization could share knowledge that changes everything: new energy sources, technologies for space travel, understanding the true nature of time and consciousness. For humanity, it would mark the beginning of a new era. But there is another side to this. If a civilization is millions of years ahead of us, the difference between us could be as vast as the difference between humans and ants, and their motives might be completely beyond human understanding. Some scientists believe the most likely scenario is not invasion, but total indifference. We may simply be too primitive to matter to them. And yet, the greatest impact of contact would not be technological, but psychological. Because at that moment, humanity would finally realize we are only a tiny part of something unimaginably vast and unknown, and perhaps that would be the true beginning of the story of civilization on Earth. We look into the night sky and see only distant stars, but somewhere out there may already be civilizations that survived everything humanity is going through right now. Maybe they are watching us, not waiting, studying. And while people continue debating whether life exists beyond Earth, the universe remains silent. But the strangest part of this story is that one day that silence may end. Perhaps humanity is standing on the edge of a new chapter in its history right now. A chapter after which we either become part of something far greater or remain forever alone in the endless cosmos. And the real question is no longer whether they exist. The real question is, are we ready to know the truth